omission of articles. Now omission basically means removing or removal. So we are going to understand where we have to use the articles and in which cases the usage of article is not required. So now we know that the articles are a, an, and the. So first we are going to understand where we need to omit the articles a and an. So articles a and omission. Omission means removal. That wherever we do not require a and an, we remove the article from that place. So the first case where the article a and an is not used or we do not require to use these articles is for plural nouns. So whenever we are making use of plural noun, we do not need to write articles in front of them. Articles a and an. Example, a children, a stories, an eggs. All these are wrong. Why? Because children is also plural form of child, stories is the plural form of story, eggs is plural for egg, and for single unit we will always use a and an, but for plural they are never used. So we will say children, stories, eggs. This is correct, but this is wrong. So another area where a and an are not used is for uncountable nouns. Now we know that uncountable nouns are those type of nouns which cannot be counted, right? They are a single unit. The part of that cannot be counted. Example, I say a gold. Now a gold is wrong. We have to omit this article a, and instead of ever saying a gold, we can say a piece of gold. So here I am making use of the article a for the piece and not for gold, right? If this is the gold, I cannot say this is a gold. But if I'm just talking about this, I will say a piece of gold, right? Similarly, I can say some gold. Then another example is an advice. This is also wrong. I will never say let me give you an advice. No. I will say let me give you a piece of advice or some advice. A piece of advice, some advice. Another example can be a luggage. I have bought a luggage with me. Wrong sentence. I have bought a piece of luggage or some luggage. A piece of luggage, some luggage. Again, a rice, a grain. So whichever things are not countable, they are under the category of uncountable noun. We will never make use of articles a and an. Instead, I can say some rice. A piece of rice. A grain, wrong. Some grain or a piece of grain. A piece of sugar. I cannot say a sugar, but I can say for sugar, I will never say a sugar. This is also wrong, but I can say a sugar crystal. Again, a is being used for this crystal and not for sugar. So, a sugar crystal is simple as a gold piece. Right? Now the other cases where we do not use articles a and an can be while mentioning some meal. So, while mentioning meals, now example of that is lunch starts at 1 p.m. Now I will never say a lunch starts at 1 p.m. That is wrong. Lunch starts at 1 p.m. I will meet you at breakfast. So I will meet you at breakfast means I will not use at a breakfast. This is wrong. I will meet you at breakfast. I will meet you at dinner. Right? But when we are referring to a special meal, right? Exception is there when we are mentioning a special meal which is organized by some person in some honor or due to some request or due to some respect, right? For that special meals, we can use the article a or an, right? For special meals, we can use the article a or an. For example, a dinner at your honor. Now, a dinner at your honor, I am talking about a special dinner which is organized at your honor, right? So, it is a kind of respect. So, a special meal or a special dinner is being organized. Whenever some special thing happens, then an exception can occur that we can use a or an, right? Another area where we can make use of article a and an or a or an can be for proper noun. We know that whenever we are mentioning or whenever we are talking about a proper noun, we do not use articles, right? Generally, I say the Ram is studying. My sentence is wrong. Why? Because Ram is a proper noun and before proper noun I can never use the or a or an. Anything is wrong. Another example can be a Sheena wrote the book. Again, this is wrong because Sheena is a proper noun and before proper noun I do not use the articles. Sheena wrote the book, wrong. I will only say Sheena wrote the book. So, before proper nouns we do not use articles. I say an earth is round. Now earth is again a proper noun. Why? Because earth is a part of planet. Planet is not a proper noun, but Out of planet, if I choose a particular planet like Earth or Jupiter or Mars, then that becomes a proper noun, and before proper noun I do not use article a or an. So Earth is round, correct? Now another area where we omit articles a and an are for expressions, or I can say for phrases. Those phrases can be idiomatic, right? Example can be go home. Now I know that home is my noun. If I say I have a home in Jalandhar, or I have built a home in Delhi, that is a home, correct? But go home, I will not say go or home. This is a phrase or this is an expression. I will say go home. Or I go to school by bus. Now I go to school by bus. I will never say by a bus. I'll always say I go to school by bus, right? Or I can say go on foot. Now on foot, I'll not say on a foot. On foot. So all these are the expressions, and with expressions we omit the articles. We do not use article a or an. So far we have studied about the omissions of articles a and an. Now next we are going to understand where to omit the article the, which means that where the article cannot be used. So next we are going to study about omission of article the. This means that where the cannot be used. So first and foremost, the cannot be used in, again, proper noun. So while mentioning proper noun, again I use the same examples like the Ram is studying, which is again wrong. Why? Because with the proper noun or with the proper name of a person, I cannot say the, right? Another example can be, suppose my dog's name is Tuffy, right? So I say the Tuffy is barking. Again, this is wrong because I am giving a particular name to my dog. Excuse me. I will not be using the article the. Next, I cannot use the article the with abstract nouns. So, with abstract nouns, I do not use the article the. Example of abstract noun is poverty, richness, healthy, or I can say love, hate, right? Example can be love is in the air. Whenever we are using love, a child needs mother's love, right? Love, with love, we will never use the article the or a or an, whatever. With abstract nouns, you can never use the article the. Another, poverty is a big issue in our country. Again, I am making use of the abstract noun. We will never say the poverty, right? The poor is correct. Why? Because poor is not an abstract noun. But poverty is abstract noun. We cannot touch poverty, right? We can only see it. We can only feel it. We cannot touch love. We can only feel love. So all these are the abstract nouns, and with abstract nouns, the, and all these cannot be used. Then another area where we can where we cannot use the is before meals. Same was for the usage of articles a and an, and same is for the article the before meals, like I had bread and butter in my breakfast. Now bread, I will not say butter, and I will not say during a breakfast. A bread is wrong, a butter is wrong, a breakfast is wrong. A bread is wrong. Why? Because I will say a piece of bread. The bread is wrong. Again I'll say a piece of bread. Right? Yes. If I say the bread was filled with fungus, right? Then I'm mentioning the specific bread. But beforehand I will not say a bread. Right? So here I am talking about a meal, breakfast, lunch. I will not say the lunch is at 3 p.m. I will not say the breakfast was late. I will only say breakfast was late. Breakfast was early. So before meals, no article is used. Not a, not an, not the. Now the other cases where the article the is not used is for mentioning some language or parts, or I can say areas of knowledge. So while mentioning any kind of language or the areas of knowledge, the article will not be used. Example is I can speak French. Now when I say I can speak French, French is a language. I cannot say I can speak a French, the French. No. Before languages, no article is used, right? I do not understand Punjabi. Now, I cannot say I do not understand the Punjabi, a Punjabi. Wrong. I do not understand Punjabi. So, before languages, we cannot use the article. Then, areas of knowledge. Areas of knowledge basically mean the branches of knowledge or the subjects that you have. Example over here can be mathematics is my favorite subject. Here I will not say a mathematics or the mathematics. I'll just say mathematics is my favorite subject. So again, before the area of knowledge, we do not make use of articles. I got full marks in biology. Now I will not say the biology, right? In the biology, this is wrong. So before languages or areas of knowledge, we do not use any kind of article. Another example or another case where articles are not used is in material nouns. So when we are talking about material nouns, then we do not make use of articles. For example, water is very precious. Now water over here is a material noun. Therefore, we never use the or a before making use of water, right? When we are talking about or when we are using water as a term in our sentence, we will never use water, article before water. I want to drink water. But when I'm saying a glass of water, then I am mentioning a for this glass. I'm not using a for water. I'm using a for that glass that I'm talking about. So a glass of water is correct, but the water is very precious. We will never use the. Then another area where the is not used is, this is the sixth point, before games. Whenever we are talking about any kind of game, right, we are mentioning any game, we will never use the article the. For example, I love to play cricket. When I say I love to play cricket, I will not say the cricket. I do not like playing football, right? The volleyball is a very nice game. No, volleyball is nice game. Badminton is my favorite game. The badminton, wrong. So whenever we are talking about games, whenever we are considering some kind of game, the usage of articles is not required. We omit the usage of articles. So in this video, we studied about the omission of articles a, and the. We understood different cases or different areas where each of the article is not used. Usage of such articles are not required in many cases which we have studied in this video.